Good morning. As the sun rises over a world in flux, a sense of anticipation fills the air. Today, October 31st, 2025, leaders from across the Pacific Rim gather in the historic city of Gyeongju, South Korea, for the APEC summit. The city, known for its rich cultural heritage, now becomes the stage for crucial global discussions. For decades, APEC has served as the premier forum where powerful economies come together to discuss free trade, economic growth, and shared prosperity for the entire region. Here, ideas are exchanged, partnerships are forged, and the future of the Asia-Pacific is shaped. This year's summit is especially crucial, given recent global economic turbulence. Markets have been volatile, supply chains disrupted, and uncertainty has touched every corner of the globe. APEC's 21 members represent a massive share of the world's population and economic output. Decisions made here ripple across continents, affecting billions of lives and shaping the direction of global trade. With US-China tensions running high, the world is watching closely for any signs of stability, compromise, and renewed cooperation between these two economic giants. Their relationship will influence not just the region, but the entire world economy. South Korea, as this year's host, hopes to guide the summit toward a joint declaration, a unified commitment to cooperation, innovation, and sustainable growth that can inspire confidence in these uncertain times. Even amid global political fractures and competing interests, the act of coming together under one roof is a powerful symbol of hope and resilience. It shows that dialogue is still possible, even when differences seem insurmountable. The summit stands as a beacon of hope, demonstrating that through dialogue, mutual respect, and a willingness to listen, nations can build a better economic future for all. As the world's eyes remain fixed on Gyeongju, the decisions and declarations made here will echo far beyond these walls, offering leadership and reassurance in a time when both are needed most. Just before the APEC summit officially began, a major development unfolded that would set the tone for the entire gathering. The world's attention was already fixed on the summit, but this announcement heightened the stakes and anticipation among delegates and observers alike. US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping reached a tentative agreement, a fragile trade truce that many hoped would ease months of escalating tensions between the world's two largest economies. Their handshake symbolized a pause in a trade war that had sent shockwaves through global markets. This temporary halt in the imposition of new tariffs brought immediate relief to businesses and investors worldwide. However, beneath the surface, the agreement was only a short-term solution to a complex web of disputes over technology, intellectual property, and market access, issues that have been simmering for years. The truce allowed both sides to step back from the brink, creating a more stable and less confrontational atmosphere for APEC discussions. Delegates from other nations welcomed the opportunity to focus on broader regional issues, rather than being overshadowed by US-China hostilities. With President Trump departing the summit early, the US was represented by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. He made it clear that Washington's priority remained rebalancing trade relationships, signaling that the US would continue to push for fairer terms even as talks paused. While the US agreed to pause additional tariffs, its broader goal of reshaping global trade deals and addressing long-standing grievances was unchanged. American officials emphasized that this was not a retreat, but a strategic pause to allow for more meaningful negotiations. By reaching this truce just before APEC, both nations managed to avoid bringing their bilateral conflict directly into the multilateral forum. This move was seen as a diplomatic gesture, allowing the summit to proceed without being dominated by their dispute. For the other 19 APEC members, the agreement was a welcome sign. It meant the summit could focus on regional integration, economic cooperation, and shared challenges, rather than being derailed by superpower rivalry. The truce became a critical backdrop for all diplomatic meetings in Gyeongju, shaping the tone and expectations for every conversation and negotiation that followed. Leaders from across the Asia-Pacific region expressed cautious optimism, hoping that this fragile peace would hold and pave the way for more substantial, long-term negotiations on trade and economic cooperation. Around the world, journalists, analysts, and citizens watched closely, wondering if this moment of calm would last, or if deeper disagreements would soon resurface. The stakes for the global economy could not be higher. As the summit drew to a close, one question lingered. Can APEC and its members transform this temporary pause into lasting progress? Or will old tensions return to the fore? The answer will shape the future of global trade. With the American president absent, Chinese President Xi Jinping has become the summit's central figure. Xi's message: in turbulent times, nations must pull together, not apart. He positions China as a defender of global cooperation and free trade, inviting international businesses to invest in China. Xi's packed schedule includes key meetings with leaders like Japan and Canada, addressing both economic and political issues. His active diplomacy signals China's intent to lead and shape global economic governance. Xi's call for unity is a direct response to rising protectionism and instability. The world is watching as China steps forward, projecting itself as a responsible global power. The APEC summit is Xi's platform to champion shared prosperity and stability. One of the summit's most anticipated meetings was between President Xi and Japan's new Prime Minister, Sanae Takaichi. Both leaders expressed a desire to advance ties, but underlying tensions remain. Takaichi's push for a stronger Japanese military worries Beijing, highlighting deep security differences. Trade disputes, including China's restrictions on Japanese products, add to the strain. Despite these challenges, the meeting itself is a positive sign. Dialogue is essential for managing differences. Both sides recognize the importance of communication, even amid disagreements. The world is watching to see if this meeting can lay the groundwork for a more stable relationship. Economic partnership and managed competition must coexist for regional stability. This face-to-face dialogue is a crucial first step. The Xi-Takaichi talks required careful navigation of security and economic disputes. Japan's military buildup, seen as defensive at home, is viewed by China as destabilizing. Both leaders likely reiterated their positions, seeking to avoid escalation. On trade, Takaichi pressed for lifting Chinese restrictions on Japanese goods, while Xi may have cited broader political concerns. Progress was unlikely overnight, but the goal was to manage tensions and keep dialogue open. Both economies are deeply interconnected, making stability a shared interest. The meeting clarified positions and sought small compromises. Even without breakthroughs, respectful dialogue builds a foundation for future negotiations. Keeping communication channels open is vital for long-term cooperation. President Xi's meeting with Canada's new Prime Minister, Mark Carney, aimed to reset a relationship strained by years of mistrust. Past incidents, detentions, election interference, and public rebukes created a climate of hostility. For both countries, repairing ties is crucial for economic and diplomatic reasons. Carney's challenge: move past the difficult legacy and establish a new professional tone. The meeting was about more than trade. It was about rebuilding the foundation of the relationship. Carney signaled readiness for a fresh start, while standing up for Canadian values. For Xi, it was a chance to engage a new leader and seek a more predictable partnership. The hope leave acrimony behind and open a new chapter. Economic disputes now dominate Canada-China relations. Canada's 100% tariff on Chinese electric vehicles angered Beijing, prompting China to retaliate with duties on Canadian canola. This tit-for-tat has hurt businesses on both sides, showing how quickly politics can spill into economic warfare. Earlier talks failed to resolve these issues, leaving leaders to seek a way out of the deadlock. Canada's economy needs a stable relationship with China to diversify beyond the U.S. Carney's goal. Defend Canadian interests while seeking de-escalation and renewed trade. Xi looked for signs of a more cooperative Canadian approach. Their direct conversation could pave the way for renewed negotiations and mutual benefit. President Xi's diplomacy at APEC extended well beyond his high-profile meetings with Japan and Canada, reflecting China's growing ambition to shape the region's future. At the summit, Xi sought to strengthen China's global standing by engaging with a diverse array of leaders and addressing a wide range of issues, from security to economic development. He met with Thai Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul, reinforcing China's regional partnerships and advancing the Belt and Road Initiative. This meeting underscored Beijing's commitment to deepening economic ties and infrastructure cooperation across Southeast Asia, a region vital to China's strategic interests. A key meeting with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung focused on the urgent issue of denuclearizing the Korean peninsula. where China's influence is seen as crucial. The leaders discussed ways to reduce tensions and promote long-term stability, highlighting the importance of diplomatic engagement in addressing regional security challenges. Beyond politics, APEC is also a major hub for business innovation and economic collaboration. This year, NVIDIA and Hyundai announced a landmark $3 billion AI joint venture, signaling the summit's growing role as a catalyst for transformative business partnerships and technological advancement in the Asia-Pacific. NVIDIA's record valuation underscores the tech sector's global power and the increasing influence of artificial intelligence in shaping future industries. The company's success story is emblematic of the rapid technological progress being driven by international cooperation. Meanwhile, Taiwan and South Korea reported significant progress on trade deals with the U.S., further strengthening economic ties and opening new opportunities for growth and collaboration in the region. These parallel negotiations and agreements contribute to the summit's overarching goal of fostering regional prosperity, stability, and mutual benefit among member economies. APEC stands as a unique forum where political, economic, and corporate interests intersect, creating a dynamic environment for dialogue and cooperation. The summit's multi-layered diplomacy and collaborative spirit are shaping the Asia-Pacific's future, setting the stage for continued growth, innovation, and peace in the region. As the APEC summit ends, cautious optimism prevails. The U.S.-China truce and Xi's active diplomacy show a commitment to dialogue over conflict. Achieving a joint declaration remains difficult, but the summit's value lies in renewed commitments and open channels. Leaders are trying to separate economic cooperation from political disputes, keeping trade flowing despite disagreements. This pragmatic approach is vital for global stability. The summit reaffirms the importance of multilateral forums for solving pressing problems. Fragile agreements need nurturing, but the spirit of engagement is strong. Despite complexities, cooperation remains possible and necessary for a stable, prosperous future. APEC 2025 offers hope that dialogue can prevail in a divided world.